How you doing, YouTubers? This is Philip Knox coming at you. I want to speak on a video that I saw a few minutes ago. It's in regards to a psychologist or a therapist named Kevin Samuels. Um, he basically speaks with women. He has a dialogue with women um, and telling them what they're qualified for and, what they're not qualified for. Let me make this very clear. I agree with some of the stuff that Kevin Samuel says, but I also disagree with some of the stuff he says. Um, I think, first of all, let me say that Kevin Samuels basically doesn't really give women a chance to speak on their feelings and things like that. It seems like he's almost trying to make them, think like a man. And we must understand that women and men are different, and they think differently. And so it's like Kevin Samuels is basically trying to, it seems he's trying to, put down women and uplift men or put men on a pedestal. Now, it's true that, men are to be leaders. They're supposed to lead, and the woman is supposed to follow. But it doesn't mean that she cannot give her opinion on anything like that. And what I noticed in his video is that he's always talking about, when a woman tries to speak, that he'll say things like, don't overtalk me, don't overtalk me, but yet and still, when a woman tries to speak, he'll overtalk her, you know. And so that's the thing that I disagree with Kevin on. What I do agree with him on is that a lot of women look for a man who's making 100,000 a year, high value men, so to speak. And these women, what they don't realize is that the man who's making 50,000 a year will treat them like a queen. Whereas the man who makes a 100,000 a year will treat them like shit, because he's got, other women on the side, other women who are competing for his, attention. So this is where it gets, twisted. And I think that there needs to be more understanding between women and men. You see, we're living in a society now where women and men are at odds against each other, and that shouldn't be. They're it's like the battle of the sexes, so to speak. And this shouldn't be. Women should understand men, and men should understand women. And women need to stop looking at everything from a materialistic standpoint. They should look at things from a human point. Like I said, a man who's high value, making 100,000 or more, women tend to flock towards that man, thinking that that man is going to treat them, like real good or something like that. But in so many cases, it has been that the woman has always received, mistreatment, from the high value men, because of his ability to attract attention from other women. And so this is the problem right here, So, look, I mean, women, what you need to do is stop looking at a man from a materialistic standpoint. Look at his character. That's what counts. And a lot of times women complain and they say, I can't find a good man. Well, the reason why you can't find a good man is because you overlook the good man. you view everything from a materialistic standpoint. So if a man is making 100,000, he looks good. If he's making 50,000 or less, he doesn't look all that good. This is what most women do, and they always find something. I think it was a motivational speaker named Les Brown. He said that you ever notice when you make money, six figures at least, women start to look for something that looks good on you. He said basically, you start to look for something that looks good on this man because of the money he's making. The reality of it all is you don't need to be looking at him for his money. You need to be looking at him for his character and what type of man he is, because what's most important in a relationship is how people treat each other, not about how much they make. That's what's most important. So I just wanted to get this out here. And, I'm hoping that women as well as men will, take heed to this. It's all about understanding each other. Women need men and men need women. Men created so many things that are on this earth, the infrastructures, the, parks, the, different things that men created, architecture and all of that. They created all of this, but it wouldn't be anything without a woman. And the woman got to look at it as is that, even though a man created all of this, or even though you're producing, children and things like that, it wouldn't be anything without a man, because you cannot produce children without a man. So it just goes to show you that we need each other. And we shouldn't, as, the different genders and things like that, we shouldn't, be arguing with each other, the woman or the man. Like I said, I disagree with what some of Kevin Samuels says about, or how he acts, how he portrays himself, as towards women. He has this arrogant attitude, I know, where he looks down on women, and he puts men up on a pedestal. I understand all of that. But what it all comes down to is that we don't need to be putting nobody on a pedestal. As a matter of fact, it's all about, understanding each other. Yes, women are equal to men and men are equal to women. Women are not any less, smarter because of men or something like that, And a lot of the times you women, you're belittled by men. And so you feel like you have to prove a point towards men. You shouldn't think that way. You shouldn't, try to prove a point to a man because of what he's saying about you. Let me tell you something. I think women say this all the time. Actions speak louder than words. Don't speak on what you can do. Do it, and the results will be seen by your actions. So I just wanted to, give my little input. I'm not really an educated man or anything like that. I don't have the intellectual conversation or dialogue or, I cannot converse, that well. My diction might be a little messed up, but, I'm just going to put that out there. And, I hope, there can be some harmony and peace between the sexes, All right. Well, this is Philip Knox. I'm going to say peace out.